I want to start today with firings and resignations over refusal to get vaccinated at a variety of different employers, but specifically within health and hospital systems. We talked about this on the bonus show a little bit earlier in the week, and we're going to dig into some more details. Jeremy actually sent me a couple of links here that I think are interesting to look at from Becker's Hospital Review about what's going on in a number of different health systems. Let's review. 1,400 unvaccinated workers leave Northwell Health. A total of 1,400 employees of New Hyde Park, New York-based Northwell Health either resigned or were terminated for refusing to get vaccinated against COVID-19, confirmed by a spokesperson. The departures, announced 1 week after New York State's mandate took effect, requiring healthcare workers get at least one shot by September 27, included about 24 leaders at the management level or higher, and represent under 2% of Northwell's employees. With the departures, Northwell is now reporting a 100% vaccinated workforce. This is, as it mentions in the article, a 23 hospital system and the largest healthcare provider in New York State, 76,000 employees, and one of a few that have terminated workers for choosing not to get vaccinated. So 1,400 is a very big number. At the same time, it's under 2%. At the same time, that's still at close to 2% is much higher than the 0.5% to 1% number that we previously thought about as a likely outcome for many of these requirements. Okay, continuing. Kaiser suspends 2,200 unvaccinated employees. Kaiser Permanente has placed just over 2,200 employees on leave, unpaid, as of October 4, for failing to comply with the system's COVID-19 vaccine requirement. Kaiser announced the vaccine mandate in early August, gave employees and physicians until September 30 to become fully vaccinated for COVID-19 or apply for medical or religious exemptions. 78% of the system's employees and physicians were vaccinated as of August 2nd. That's now more than 92%. The suspended employees make up less than 1% of the nearly 240,000 person workforce. The number of employees on leave is declining as more and more workers comply. Employees have until December 1. So we previously talked about this issue of fired or unpaid leave. Unpaid leave makes it easier for the employees to get back into compliance and more quickly come back to work, which sounds pretty good. It's obviously, from the standpoint of the employer, easier and cheaper to retain someone than to go and hire someone new. It also probably, from the perspective of the employee, if you just get fired and now, even if you go and get vaccinated, you've got to reapply or do you look somewhere else? If you're just on unpaid leave, it's as simple as you go and get vaccinated, you can go back to work. It seems better for both employee and employer, and it does seem to be working there. They're at about 1% non-compliant so far, fully confirmed non-compliant. And then at another health system, 400 Henry Ford workers leave their jobs over the mandate. This is the Detroit-based Henry Ford Health System. Employees who left their jobs represent about 1% of the 33,000 person workforce. About 1,900 workers got exemptions from the vaccination mandate. More than 30,000 are vaccinated. They say, all things considered, we're losing a very small segment of our workforce. I quite frankly wish that was zero, but it's not, said Bob Riney, president of healthcare operations and COO. But it's a very small percentage, and our new hire process is already offsetting the folks who declined to be vaccinated and resigned. So all in all, pretty good. Pretty good when you look at the percentage. One of the big success stories on these mandates and requirements is United Airlines. United Airlines is now, this is as of last week. Actually, I looked for newer numbers and couldn't find them. So this is already a week old. But United was down to only 320 unvaccinated people left. They were at 593 at one point, now down to 320. That's out of 67,000 employees. That is about half of 1% and continuing to go down. The combination is 96% just got the vaccine, 2,000 sought exemptions, and they were, as of a week ago, down to 320. This works. This works. And as we've said before, most people want to stay in their job. I was going to say most people like their job. That I don't know about. That's a little more complicated. But most people see the value in staying in their job. And at the end of the day, it's just an additional vaccine of the many that may already be required. It is not constitutionally problematic. It is not legally problematic. It is not morally problematic. It's just the right thing to do. And I think that, listen, by sheer math, over time, the number of resistors will go down, either because they quit or get fired or get vaccinated, or some get an exemption. So I think these numbers are going to continue to improve. And by definition, places are getting 100% into compliance with their own policies. You can say that the exemptions keep it short of 100% vaccinated. Technically, you're still in compliance if you get a valid exemption. Some states allow religious, some don't. Some states allow moral objections, some don't. California is very, very strict as far as the exemptions go. But if you look around the country, what we seem to be seeing at large employers is that anywhere from 0.5% to, on the top end, 2-ish%, just shy of 2%, are refusing to get vaccinated. 98, 99, and 99.5% vaccination at the population level would really solve this pandemic. Of course, not everybody's eligible yet, but getting to that point at big corporations is a really, really big deal. One of our sponsors is called Privacy. Privacy is a totally free service that I've been using for years. Privacy lets me create virtual credit card numbers with one click. And when I use the virtual credit card, the money is taken out of my bank account. You can create multiple cards, delete them, freeze them, set a spending limit on them. Let's say I'm signing up for a free trial and it requires a credit card. Privacy will autofill a virtual credit card number, and then after signing up, I can delete that virtual card. So I know I'm not going to be charged again. Something really useful and very practical. Or let's say I'm ordering food over the phone, but I left my wallet somewhere. I don't have my real credit card on me. I can use a virtual card on my Privacy mobile app. But really the best part is you're not out there exposing your real credit card number, so you're not as susceptible to data breaches and identity theft. Privacy is a totally free service, and you'll get $5 to spend when you go to privacy.com/Pacman. The link is right underneath this video.